A mother of four found hanging from a dock. Was it a tragic act of deception, or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Today we're going to dive into the mysterious death of Giselle Tapia-Salazar, a case that left more questions than answers. Welcome back, everyone, to True Crime Desk. I'm Richard, and today we're going to be looking at the case of Giselle Tapia-Salazar. And I didn't even know about this case until like a couple of days ago. It's kind of strange, mysterious, and so I thought, let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's not going to be a very long video, but should be interesting nevertheless. So all that being said, let's get into the case. Giselle Tapia-Salazar was a mother of four, and she was found dead hanging from a dock on May 31st in League City, Texas. Police believe it was a staged arrest and suspect foul play. So like I said, I didn't even know about this case till like a few days ago, and it looked really mysterious, so I thought we'd take a quick look. So instead of using her full name, I'm just going to call her by Giselle. That way it's easier for everybody. As of June 11th, the Daily News of Galveston, Texas, have reported that police are investigating Giselle's death as a possible homicide and identified two persons of interest. The department suspected foul play immediately upon the recovery of Giselle's body, but they're just now making the information public in hopes that anyone that has additional information will step forward. He said detectives are combing through more than 2,000 surveillance videos linked in this case. ABC News has also reported that the department has been called to the boat several times for disputes involving Giselle, which neighbors corroborated. Police said that they believed that Giselle was K'd before being put in that position and that the scene was staged to make it look like an S. On May 31st, the League City Police Department confirmed that they were notified about a woman who appeared to be lifeless as she was hanging by a rope from the dock in the afternoon. Now, Giselle was found dead near her boyfriend's boat, which is where she was living at the time of her death. Her boyfriend, James Hart, told KHOU, quote, "This is the worst thing that can happen to me. It feels like a nightmare you can't wake up from. I didn't have anything to do with it, and I never would have. I love Giselle more than anything in the world. We were together 24/7, and I want justice for Giselle and for myself." End quote. Now, the first thing I noticed about that quote is that his very first line, or first statement is the worst thing that could happen to him. He's not dead. He's still alive. So that's a little strange to me, is that he seems like he's more concerned about himself, but that's just me. Let's move on. League City Police said that when they notified James of Giselle's death, he became visibly upset and wouldn't leave his boat. Now, James has denied being involved in his girlfriend's death. He said he last saw Giselle when she left the boat to go to the bathroom early Friday morning, sometime after midnight, and didn't return. He said he checked the bathroom and then went back to bed. I assume she had gone for a few days, he explained. Now, I'm not sure what that she's going to be gone for a few days phrase means. It seems a little weird to me. Your girlfriend gets up, goes to the bathroom, and doesn't come back. You just go back to bed, and right away you think that she just is going to be gone for a few days. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot more that he's not saying, that's for sure, as far as that goes. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying any of that right now. I'm just saying that that's not normal, and it's just that's a little strange. Now, James told ABC News 13 that he didn't know anything about his girlfriend's death until the police discovered her body later that afternoon. Now, he said that he was unable to watch what happened to her after she left the boat because his surveillance cameras inexplicably, that's not how you say that word, failed before her death. Now, that's a little weird. Basically, his cameras failed. I know I butchered that word, but that's a little weird that his cameras weren't working at the time he really needed them to be working. But let's move on. Now, he said that one of his cameras disappeared and that the other one had been turned by hand to face away from the boat. Now, if this is true, and I have to assume that it is at this point, that is a little strange. Now, Christian Allen, Giselle and James' neighbor at the marina, told KHOU that he found Giselle's body partially submerged in the water with one of her arms in an awkward position. Because of the positioning of her arm, we believe that she had passed away somewhere else, said Lieutenant Eric Cox. So rigor mortis set in, so when she had moved, her arm stayed in that position. So Allen said at first he thought it was a mannequin, then he realized it was her. And you hear this all the time, people say it, and I'm here to tell you, it's never a mannequin. Now, Allen added, I didn't buy that whole S thing. I want them to catch them because my kids are here, and I don't want them living near an Emmer. Now, the authorities are still waiting the official cause of death at this point. Giselle's brother, Nathan Pads, has started a GoFundMe to help pay for funeral expenses and to help support her for her children. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm sure you can go to GoFundMe and look up Giselle Tapia-Salazar, and you should be able to find it there. Giselle was the most charismatic person you'll ever meet, sharing a smile and making a friend with everyone she came across. Giselle always looked for the best in people, even when they didn't deserve her kindness. Investigators believe at this point that Giselle's body was staged and made it look like she killed herself, and that the suspect had staged an S. Now, the police also identified 2 persons of interest, but I couldn't see any names or any of that. They're probably just keeping it out because they're just persons of interest at this point. Giselle's sister, Esperanza, said that she also doesn't believe that her sister's death was an S. She says, quote, "I want everyone to know that my sister didn't do this to herself. She didn't commit S. We just want justice for her. We want whoever was responsible who did this to my sister, we want them to be charged for what they did to her." End quote. All right, guys, that's going to do it for now. I know this is a short video, but I just wanted to get her name out there and get some information. So if you guys have any info or any more, you can put it in the comments. And we can discuss it in the comments. What do you think? What do you think about this case? It's a little strange. This one is a little different than some of the more recent ones we've done because the police believed from the very beginning that it wasn't an S, that it was foul play. So that's good because, they'll really be investigating. So it's really strange. I think it's strange how his cameras were removed. I think it's strange how he said that when she went to the bathroom and didn't come back, that she was just going to be gone for a few days. I think that's all pretty strange, but maybe that's just me. So like I said, we can discuss all this in the comments if you want and let me know your theories, what you're thinking. Like I said, I know it's a little short, but I just wanted to get that information out there, and I'm sure it's gonna ramp up at some point. So hopefully this helped, and they can get this thing solved quickly for her family. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. So until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember to always mind your surroundings. Bye.